Hello, Abraham. My question is, I'm trying really hard to align myself and go downstream.
Well, it never works that way. Because the harder you try, the more upstream you go.
Okay.
Do you hear that? I'm
Yes.
trying really hard, she says, as she grabbed hold of the oars. I'm trying really hard to go downstream, but something's wrong. And we say, stop trying, let go of the oars, and the stream will turn your boat. Next.
So that's what it is then. I'm trying too hard.
Well, you know, when you try hard, it's always because you really, really want something that you really, really don't have. So there's two factors going on in your vibration. I really, really want this thing I really, really don't have. That's why I'm really, really trying hard. Mm-hmm. And so in there, feel that. When you're trying hard, there is no evidence of belief that it's going to happen, no real evidence of trust that it's going to happen. But instead, there's this feeling that I need to do something that I'm clearly not doing in order to get this thing that I want, and I don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. So, and that didn't work, and that didn't work, and that didn't work, and that didn't work, so I'll just keep trying. And that's the reason that we're telling the story to you of creation in the way that step one, you ask already. You did. It's already asked. Step two, source answered. Step three is stop trying. Step three is instead of trying hard, start trusting more. Instead of trying to do things about it, start thinking about why you like it and why you want it and why you think it will happen.
Okay.
Want to talk about the specifics of it?
It's doing what I'm supposed to do, my life path.
Now, wait a minute. Supposed to do is upstream.
Okay.
Something that I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
I'm supposed to do it. Now, who assigned that to you? Someone really smart and somebody who's watching to make sure that you do it. And if you don't do it, supposed to do is upstream. Want to do is downstream. Feel the difference?
I do want it.
Then why did you say you're supposed to do it? Because you can feel a calling. In other words, it's
yes.
We're nitpicking over the words, really. We know that you can, it just feels right that you do it, and it feels wrong when you don't do it.
Yes.
But we just want to soften this confusion and discord within you by encouraging you to sort of orient yourself more in the attitude that it's unfolding, and I'll know it when I see it, and I'll know what to do, and I've really done the work in terms of identifying what I want, and now my job is to talk to myself in a way that orients me predominantly downstream instead of orienting me predominantly upstream. Now, we have hardly given you a chance to speak at all here. We're so happy with our own words and all.
I'm happy too.
But the few words we've allowed you to speak have been mostly upstream.
Yes.
I'm trying really hard and I'm supposed to do it.
Yes.
So now tell us the story again with a sort of softer, more expectant orientation.
Okay. I really enjoy helping people, serving others. And I feel that
we have to say this.
Okay.
Serving others.
Okay.
Serving others because you do for them because they cannot do for themselves.
No.
Serving others because you're supposed to.
No.
Why then?
Is it wrong to think that I should focus on service? Is that wrong?
It is not wrong. It is not wrong.
Okay.
But there is something upstream in the orientation that says, without my service, they will be less than. When what we want you to focus on is that everyone is connected to the stream, and no one else needs you to hook them to the stream. Everybody's already hooked to the stream.
Okay.
So your service, if it goes that far, is inspiring them to hook to the stream. A lot of teachers and healers and uplifters are in a sort of service. We know it's a word that's been kicked around for a very long time. Serve others and do it gladly. And the thing that we want you to understand is that in that belief is a distortion that says they need my service, and without it, they are less than. And that is contrary to the laws of the universe. So we would just modify it a little bit by saying, it is my desire and my joy to live in such alignment that I inspire same in others, so that they can be the recipients of all that they desire and deserve. Feel the difference?
Yes.
Serving others is like, okay, I'll get really good. I'll try really hard to get good, because I'm supposed to try really hard to get good, so that I can serve others who can't serve themselves.
Right.
Feel how off that is?
Yes.
Tell the story a different way.
Yes.
We've all come forth as extensions of source energy. And I love connecting with who I really am. And I can feel the clarity and the power of source flowing through me. And I love it so much, I want it for others. So I will focus upon where they're going, so that I can hook to source energy at the same time that I'm focused upon where they're going, so that I can inspire it within them. One more little piece to this. When you see them as needing your service, you're not hooked to the stream and you have nothing to give them.
Right.
And that's why you keep trying so hard. Is that making sense to you?
Yes, it does.
When you understand they don't need you, it's just nice that you're there.
Right.
And you are not here to provide service, but you are an uplifter to the core of your being.
Okay.
Now everything in your energy is lined up. And now those who are ready for you show up and you recognize them.
Okay.
As students and teachers of well-being, or even of this Abraham work, don't you find often that you'll see that someone could receive value from you, and when you try to give it to them, it just annoys them?
Yes.
Because you're vibrationally over here and they're vibrationally over
Yes.
there, and you're just annoying to them. Where
Yes.
when you line up with the idea of upliftment, the universe will deliver to you rendezvous points with people who are on the brink of being ready for you. And then it doesn't feel like you have to try hard. Then it's easy. Helpful?
Yes. So that's what I'm doing wrong, and my friends who are also on the path of helping others, that's what we're asking wrong. We're saying that we want to focus on service, so that's upstream.
Well, what you're saying is, oh, I see you, broken one, and I am not as broken as you because I've learned the secret. So I will hook up to this power, which clearly you don't have, because after all, your life sucks. And I, in my anointed state, we're really getting carried away with this, I will flood some helpful energy on you and fix the mess you're in. And they say, but before that, let me just kill you. Where if instead you say, oh friend, I see that you are not happy where you are, which makes me know that what you want is more like this. So I'm going to withdraw my attention from where you are and lovingly envision you where you want to be. And in doing so, I will connect completely with the stream and with the source, with all of the resources, and holding you as my object of attention while I'm in alignment with this vision of your improved life. I am now offering one singular signal relative to you, and law of attraction is drawing everything that has to do with it to it. So law of attraction now is drawing to me, you, because you're part of the vision, and all resources that will help you. In other words, I'm a catalyst to your improvement. Where when you see them as broken, you've got split energy, so you're offering a signal of what you want and a signal of where they are, and you actually add chaos to their experience rather than helpfulness.
Okay. Okay.
So you're right, we don't actually like the word service very much.
Okay.
Because it implies that everyone cannot help themselves, and everyone can.
Okay.
But if you want to use the word service, use it in this terminology. I am so happy to serve you by focusing upon who you really are so completely that I feel wonderful. And in doing that, source flows through me, and then I inspire you to your greatest good. That's the best definition of service that we could imagine.
Okay. My next question is, I'm curious about your thoughts about 2012.
It's the year after 2011 and the year before 2013. And beyond that, it's not that interesting.
So I guess what I've heard about is that it's on the Mayan calendar, it ends December 2012. So
the Mayans were very short-sighted.
Okay. So there's nothing to the thought that, it ends, things end at 2012, December?
Well, speaking to you from our vantage point where we see this as an eternal experience, and from a vantage point where we have watched the people upon the planet who are leading-edge creators launching rockets of desires and getting a view at your vibrational escrow, we cannot see any endedness in sight for you. And 2012 is really close. Mm-hmm. In other words, all of those things come. Think about it. It's a little bit what we were talking about earlier with our friend who sat in the chair before you. Mm-hmm. Often, people who want to motivate, well-meaning people, we don't mean there's anything wrong, want to motivate, they've learned that about people in general, if they can point out what's really, really wrong, they're more likely to get your attention because, as a rule, more people are more aware of what they don't want consciously than they are aware of what they do want. And more people are motivated to action based upon those unpleasant details than are inspired to action by their connection to what they are really wanting. Mm-hmm. And so it's sort of an orientation. Even almost anyone who is selling you anything is pointing out to you what's wrong with where you are so that you will want something else, you see.
Yes.
So we just have to tell you that from our vantage point, and it is broad, and it is long, and it reaches not far into the past because we are also forward-looking, you do not have anything relative to this planet to worry about other than your own negative thoughts, which are pinching you off from your life force.
Mm-hmm. Okay.